Does Luffy have like Mr. Fantastic powers?
Okay, well, that's one way. It's one ignorant way to speak of it, but yes, he did eat the gum fruit, which gives him stretch abilities.
So it's just copying Marvel then.
No. Okay, well, if it copied Marvel, the American owes Japan, so it doesn't count.
America owes why? Because they bombed them. Well, if anything, that was payback, so it's kind of 1-1, and now Japan owes America for stealing Mr. Fantastic superpowers.
We are going to war again with Japan over stealing Marvel's one of Marvel's C-list superheroes' powers. They can stretch.
Oh God, those Nippon bastards stole Mr. Marvel's Fantastic Four's Mr. Fantastic. David Marvel's Mr. Fantastic.
David Marvel storms Washington. Mr. President,
you gotta get us back on top. You're stealing our powers over there.
Mr. Marvel, calm down. I'm not gonna calm down.
Do you know who I am? I'm David Marvel.
Get him out of here.
No. You'll regret this, Mr. President.
Yeah. David Marvel decides to buy property in Tokyo, Japan.
They didn't like me over there, so I moved. Now I'm working with the Japanese to destroy the American Empire.
American Empire, yeah. They're disgusting. They're scum. I never lived there. I refuse to believe. It's like, you definitely did. You're from Iowa. No, that's not true.
Was it? I thought he was from Nebraska.
It's like, that's not in Japan.
I thought he was from Nebraska. David Marvel.
Tomato.
It's all the same. All those Americans look the same to me anyway.
Exactly the same. Jesus, they're pale faces. They're gross.
They're gross, okay? I don't like talking about it.
How well do you think David Marvel would do in Japan if he tried becoming like a corporate tycoon overlord again?
I feel like maybe the Japanese wouldn't readily accept him, but through tenacity and sheer force of will.
You are the hardest worker we've ever seen.
Why, thank you, Mr. Kirigama.
Yeah, he was just a janitor that the fucking CEO of the Japanese company noticed one night.
Yeah, he tries
you are still working this rate? That is crazy.
Yeah, he purposely sets up. He's a janitor, but no one in Japan has seen Good Will Hunting, so he actually has a chalkboard with a math equation up. He's like, you must be very smart.
He's like, yeah, I think I should go to school. I'm a bit of a dropout and a bit of a hard ass. Me and my friends like to fuck whores and drink beers after work.
Oh, that is crazy. You want to come to a karaoke?
No, I don't like your system. I'm going to make you work for it. Bye.
He leaves. But I guess they're dick really hard.
That's how he does. Oh, he's ruthless.
Yeah.
We could use someone like him in Nintendo of Japan.
we would absolutely kill for you to go with us to karaoke.
Karaoke? God, you guys just want to get some hookers and do some blow instead?
That's what David Marvel would do.
The creator of One Piece is going to be there.
What did you just say? His voice switches up.
Are you telling me Eiichiro Oda's gonna be at that fucking karaoke place?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you're probably too busy to come to that.
No.
Don't worry about it.
I'll go.
Just goes there and shoots him 3 times in the chest.
That's what you get, you punk bastard.
And then he flies back to America.
Oh, I love it here. It's so nice to be back on home soil. Yeah, God, Jesus Christ, I fucking hated being over there. Same food all day. Fuck. Can't wait to stuff my head out. Stuff my head out. Get a big juicy burger. Oh boy, I miss not having any corn. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat rice again for about 3 years. I can promise you that. David Marvel catches COVID and dies.
Just my luck. Oh, just my luck. Oy.
That's what
When is this gonna get easier for our people?
Yeah.
Us Nebraskans. Jesus, when are we gonna get ours? When are we gonna catch a break?
Great. I thought did you see Tom Holland getting his ass pounded in that one show, in that clip? He was selling it. One hell of an actor. See, that's the problem is you got to give him these weird little offset roles. You can't have him in Uncharted. Tom Holland in Uncharted is just is terrible.
Well, because he looks like a twink, so it works for him to get fucking pounded, but it doesn't work for him to be some sort of, suave desert raider man. But
just fucking
so
work,
did
his
they
way
break
up?
Did they break up? Is this Tom Holland?
Dude, who
like,
knows,
revenge?
dude? I don't think they were ever dating. I bet that shit was like fabricated by like Marvel.
You guys have to go and you have to date in public. So people believe that Peter Parker and Mary Jane are dating in real life.
Damn, we're doing another episode of
4-year contract.
I don't know, David Marvel.
Yeah,
well, Hunter keeps returning to the same
regional
well a lot.
accent,
It's
Hunter.
interesting. And I think
David Marvel, I don't want to date Tom Holland. I just want to have gay sex scenes.
No. You're going to have to go to the Cheesecake Factory together, and you're going to have to get all the entrees.
I'm barely keeping up with what you're talking about.
That's Tom Holland talking to David Marvel.
Tom Holland and Zendaya at fucking cheesecake.
Oh, is
saying,
it
see,
because
Don's keeping
like?
up. You
I
get it, Don.
see.
Sharing
You get it, Don.
Oreo
He
cheesecake.
gets it. This is exactly what people from Lincoln, Nebraska sound like. They sound like,
Oh, I can't wait to go get some coin.
They're like, oh God, I can't wait to get some Lux bagels.
no. They say,
I can't wait to get some corn on the cob.
that's what they say, just like that.
Yeah.
So that's David Marvel, and he's the CEO of Marvel.
Where are they at again? Cheesecake Factory. Is he with them?
No. This is in his office, and he's constructing their relationship because it's fake. Because I think that their relationship was made up because they're like, oh, we need to have Tom Holland and Zendaya date in real life so people give a fuck about Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
Tom, we need to convince the masses that you're not gay. So we're going to pair you up with Zendaya.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. And Tom Holland's like, your Nebraska accent is so thick, it's very lovely. Did you grow up there your whole life?
He said, yeah, I did. I grew up there my entire life.
And he just has corn decorations all over his office. Are you a big Husker fan?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of my favorite schools of all time. I got to go there when I was a younger boy.
What he says.
Yeah, I can barely understand what David Marvel's saying, if I'm honest.
That's why it's so hard. He's a very inquisitive, brilliant man of marketing.
You know, you sprinkle some kosher salt on this corn. It really brings out the native flavors of Nebraska.
Tom, Tom, maybe we just let Hunter do David Marvel.
Oh.
Hunter's better at the voice
True.
anyway. Maybe let Mead Canyon take that one.
Thank you.
And we'll just
Thank
enjoy
you for
it.
referring to me by my fucking brand, dude.
We've got to
Thank you,
distance
dude.
ourselves from you. This is the second episode in a row.
We should let Dawn talk about this. We should let Flash Gets talk about this. That's bullshit, dude. You know what? Sorry that I was trying to pepper in some nice David Marvel lore for the listeners because people were begging for it last time. And David Marvel was like,
You're really blowing it. You're blowing everything up, Tom. You gotta watch out because people need to have your reputation.
his voice gets like that whenever he gets really frustrated. Whenever he gets really mad, he's like,
I can't even fucking believe they doing $1
and then David
What
David
am I
Marvel,
gonna say to the Times of Israel about this, Tom?
I don't know. You see, you keep bringing that up, but it's Nebraska. He has nothing. There's nothing. He
Yeah,
has
it's
nothing to do.
Well, you know, people get.
But let me tell you, he's hanging David Marvel
all the time.
on the Uncharted set. David Marvel really he signed up a bunch of meetings for Tom because he's like, David's like,
Don't worry, I'll pick you up at my Lincoln Continental.
he's like, oh, did you get a Lincoln? Just because
He's like, you know why I got it, Tom. I'll pick you up soon.
and he picks him up, and then he tries to talk with Mark Wahlberg so Mark will get into the MCU.
Hi, Mark.
Is what he says like that.
Hi, Mikey.
Fuck off, David. Is what he says to him. I don't want to talk to you, David. I don't like you.
You disgust me.
He pushes up his glasses. He's like,
I'm gonna get you one day back.
He drives off with Tom. He pulls a Caitlyn Jenner and just mows down a crew of Disney workers.
What does David Marvel want old fucking Mark Wahlberg? Who does he want him to play in the MCU?
I was wondering that as I was saying it, and I know that I was gonna say there's that, what the fuck is that? Craven, right? Is that the new one? But they already have that like kick-ass dude playing it. The kid who was kick-ass, he's playing Craven. You know what? David Marvel is setting up a reboot of X-Men already. And he wants Mark Wahlberg to play Professor X and Magneto. Be a double role.
Why both of them?
I don't know. David Marvel works in extremely mysterious ways.
It's a double feature. It's gonna be the best thing that can ever happen to your career.
So you mean I get to do 2 roles?
Oh yeah, Mike Wahlberg.
I've always really empathized with Magneto's story, which is why I handpicked it for you, Mark.
No.
No?
No.
He's like my favorite character is Wolverine for obvious reasons. But I think that these are 2 roles that are going to emotionally challenge you, Mark.
Is what he said like that. And he reaches in a big bucket filled with black goo, and he pulls out these laminated papers, and he's like,
Just fucking sign here.
he tries to get Mark Wahlberg signed it like that.
Ah.
In the beautiful, beautiful city of Los Angeles, that's where that happens.
Oh boy.
David Marvel. Just say his name one more time.
David Marvel, everybody.
David Marvel. ladies and
David
gentlemen.
Marvel.
And scene.
Harbinger of the MCU. And also Tom Holland's personal life.
Is what I say to that.
I feel you.
Tom, you can't keep going tit for tat with Zendaya. It's not good for either of your careers.
That is probably a conversation that David Marvel had with Tom Holland.
We have a series of plans, Tom. And you going out of the line is really fucking things up for all of us. You're going to have to answer to my cousin, Barry Marvel. He owns a gyro stand outside Burbank. And you don't want fucking Barry.
The proud Greek heritage of David Marvel before his family moved to Nebraska.
Nebraska is a very beautiful state, and Lincoln is probably one of the favorite cities. So let me tell you, I have to go. I need to get out of this hellhole for a couple weeks and unclog my mind, and I got to go up to Lincoln for 2 weeks, and I'll be back, Tom. And just know that I'm always fucking watching you, buddy. Okay.
Don't forget who's got control of your bank account, Tom.
Don't forget who has control of your assets, Tom.
What did I do wrong? She's mean.
Feel like you're being mean to me.
I would never do that to you, Tom.
I'm not being mean to you, Tom. I love you.
Haven't you had the time of your life as Spider-Man?
I imagine why he's doing this. He just has like a big bowl of corn. He's just eating this big bowl of corn and smoking a cigarette. Just like profusely eating corn. Every time he speaks, he's just like spitting out tons of corn kernels.
Aren't you excited
Kernels.
to be?
Yeah, just like wet kernels in a bowl.
Big European tour. You were the Spidey suit Berlin doing that for It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know
what you'd say, David. You're scaring me.
I can't speak that kind of English.
Oh, dear.
And I like how I like the scene too after that when he sits down on the toilet and it's they put like a GoPro in a toilet and you just see him shit out all the
He just shits out all the fucking cum.
The director's like, hold it.
Tom, are you in there? Are you in the toilet, Tom?
Oh God.
Don't forget the contract I asked you to sign.
Someone get David Marvel out here. We gotta be quick. David Marvel's
Don't
gonna
cover him
disrupt-
up. Don't let anyone see him. Quickly. We gotta make sure his image isn't damaged.
Yeah. So actually that's probably what happened is they filmed the sex scene and then he showed up and he's like, if you fucking air this, I'll burn this whole fucking studio to the ground. And they're like, well, he works at Trash Able, and he was able to at least cut the short scene in the toilet. All right, fine, you can keep getting plowed in the bag, but at least get rid of the short scene. Come on, Tom. Don't be this way.
We're all reasonable men, aren't we?
I think I can get you a nice Disney Plus show on Davey while I'm doing You have an option, Tom. You do have an option here. Your first option is you film this scene and David Marvel leaves your life forever. All right, that's option one. Option two is you get on my private jet and we go to Lincoln and do a fishing trip for 3 weeks. Now, do you choose Hollywood or Lincoln, Nebraska, Tom?
Hollywood. I choose Hollywood.
Okay, well, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not helping you anymore.
I
Gets
just want to get
recast.
back to my country roots now and again. It really grounds me.
God, it clears me head.
It clears my mind to get back to the simple small town of 3,000 people I grew up in.
Tom rejects his call, right? And then David Marvel's in a peculiar spot where now he has to recast Spider-Man. And I think the most obvious choice that David does is David, who used to work at DC many years ago, now hits up Ezra Miller to replace
Of
him.
course. Why Ezra Miller of all people?
Because you know what? I went to the movies and I absolutely love the Flash.
Ezra's a little nephew of mine. He's a great
But my
talent. It
daughters
would be
in the
great
corner
if he
of the
would have an
conference.
up-and-coming job.
We can't even hear each other over us both doing this fucking belligerent voice.
We're going to give you some sacrifices, Ezra, but we need you to be on set and on time. Please.
They're very formal with him.
Please. And thank you.
Yeah.
Corn-fed American.
Oh, absolutely. Corn-fed American. His favorite whiskey is from Kentucky because it's corn-based.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a real tight community over there.
One of the tightest.
Did you guys ever watch Gundam growing up?
Yeah, the Gundam looked like samurais, and then the bad guy ones looked like Nazis. It was awesome. It's kind of funny that the bad guy ones are based on Nazis, and the good guy ones are based on samurais when they were on the same side.
Yeah,
I'm
Know what I'm
Yoshiyuki Tomino, the creator of Gundam. We really thought we should really illustrate the different spirits between the Japanese and the Germans.
What was your
Famous-
first name again?
It's Yoshiyuki.
Yeah, the Tekken character, Yoshi.
No, Yoshiyuki
Yeah.
Tomino.
You almost sound Italian, Tom. You sound like...
what do you mean? That's a Japanese accent.
Another member of the
If
Axis
there's
powers.
one thing
Really, Tom is just being clever.
Yoshiyuki Tomino likes, it's fight.
First of all, is this actually the guy's name?
It's my
That
name. What do you
green leader
mean? What makes you
was
think Yoshiyuki
Italian.
Tomino's not my name? I like drawing anime and
He's-
Reuben sandwiches. Those are my 2 favorite things in the world.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I had toys growing
It's
up,
true, dude.
Low blow,
and I wasn't
dude, low blow.
poor.
It's true. I'm sorry, my dad loved me. Your dad does a somersault in dressed as Legolas. I bought you more toys, boy. Somersaults out.
He did send me home with unboxed, unopened Eldar models, and that was really nice.
What are those?
From like 40K.
Oh yeah, I don't know the name of
He
those.
sent me home with like $500 of unopened Eldar
They
that
are
he
an
acquired at some point.
ancient race of peoples with a very tight knit community.
Okay, Tom. I feel like you're not really participating. I feel like something is. I can't tell if you're either you're waiting to strike.
I want to still talk about the Nebraskans and how I feel.
I'm Tom, and I feel like I've been wronged. I'm
Is
gonna
that-
ruin this
whoa,
whole
wait, what happened to-
podcast.
I like your Nebraska accent because it sounds like Gilbert Gottfried.
Yashimiku.
It's just Japanese.
Yashimiku
It's clearly
Tomono.
Japanese.
Ah,
Steak.
konnichiwa.
Tom's taking this rough. The Nebraska thing, I think, broke his brain. Any final words from you guys?
I disavow everything that was said on this podcast.
I
disavow
disavow everything that
Hunter
Tom
said.
tried
on
to
this
allege and perpetrate on this podcast.
Okay, well, I guess that covers us. Well, I guess we're off scot free.
I grew up next to a family from Nebraska, and they were very nice. And I like that.
I want people to. I want people to realize that if you're from
I
Nebraska,
asked them over
Tom
for
doesn't mean
Christmas,
anything
and
by
they
what
said
he
they didn't
says.
celebrate that in Nebraska. I didn't understand.
Okay, well, is that it?
Yeah. That's it.
All right, see you, folks.